3, 2, 1, 0, and liftoff. Liftoff. Americans return to space as Discovery clears the tower.
Welcome back to TTMTrades. I'm sitting here trying to get situated, but hey, look, man, we up to 1,210 subscribers. So look, I deeply appreciate every single one of you, man. Keep hitting that subscribe button. Let's keep making money together. All right. On the stock Twitch, we up to 2,800 followers. I deeply appreciate every single one of you. And I definitely want to thank Minnesota Trader, man, for he said, I appreciate your input. Keep up the amazing analysis. Can't get enough. Hey, man, I definitely appreciate that. That means a lot. It really does, man. So everybody that shows me love, man, I really appreciate it. And it means a lot. It really does. Okay. A couple things, man. We made couple more major plays, couple more major call outs. So just hit recently, we called the Atnm run. Called this one back on April 12th, about a month ago. Remember, you all, I'm not a day trader. I am a swing trader. I had a guy say, man, you called this out a month ago. Yes, I did, because I am a swing trader, right? Hold stocks for a couple of days to maybe a couple of weeks, even if I have to, if I see potential profit in it. Okay, so yes, April 12th. All right, I said Atnm is about to go. It ran, all right, all the way up to 63 cents for a 67% return. All right, and then ticker Ardm, notified this one back on May 13th. 6 days ago, not May 13th. I mean, not 6 days ago. Excuse me, I'm tripping. A month ago. Same with this one. I said we'll keep an eye on ticker Ardm this week for entry around 135 before the uptrend begins. It actually dipped down to that 135 that we talked about. Let's look at this. That was on May 13th. Wait for entry around 135. So as you can see, May 14th here, we wanted to wait for entry around 135. It dipped down to actually 128, and then it held right around 135. It started this uptrend back up. All right, so we called that one right on the head for a little over. If you'd have got in at 135 while I called the entry, you'd be up a little over 40% right now. All right, but called this one a month ago back on May 13th. And then ticker Sens, alerted this one late May, approximately 2-3 weeks ago, to potential breakout play, constricting Bollinger Bands, you know, price above middle BB, so on and so forth. Back when this was at 338, it's now 471 for another 39 to 40% return. So another 3 big major call outs. Okay, so anybody who say you can't make money in nano cap stocks, tell them shut up, and shut up. All right, everybody got different trading styles, man. It's money to be made everywhere. All right, it's all about what you're comfortable with, how much risk you're willing to take, and just learning the patterns, the strategies, the indicators and oscillators in your style of trading. Okay, everybody trades differently, but there's definitely money to be made in nano cap stocks, which is about $5 and under. Okay, so that's a majority of what I play most of the time. 90% of the time is $5 and under. I may bump it up to $10 every once in a while if there's some potential around that range for some potential swing plays in that area. But again, man, another 3 big plays. Been killing it like crazy. All right, so what do I want to talk about today? All right, so today, back on June 12th, I said Inpx looks good for a major breakout. June 12th, right? June 12th, Inpx major breakout. All right, so now let's tune in to ticker Inpx. So I definitely keep an eye on ticker Inpx. As you can see, nasty gap down here from give or take. What was this at? Let me hit annotate. Gap down from 61 cents all the way down to about 33 to 31 cents. All right, and it's been in a sideways consolidation channel here, give or take, going on 2 months, right? With the low being 29 cents and the high being 45 cents, and it's been consolidating right in between. So right now, as you can see, the Bollinger Bands are very, very tight. So there's very low volatility. Okay, meaning that the bid, ask, and the price swing has been very tight. All right, so when you got low volatility, what I tell you is to calm before the storm. There's a potential breakout here. All right, now could that breakout be to the upside or to the downside? Well, if I'm a bet man, I'm gonna say to the upside. Reason why I say to the upside is because I look at my indicators to give me cues. Number one, all right. Number one, I look at my Bollinger Bands. Okay, you got the Bollinger Band here. You can see the price action push the top Bollinger Band, and then as it begins to pull back, if you can see, it held right above that 1 standard deviation. All right, it didn't push into the 2 standard deviation on heavy volume and try to break below it. No, it held on that 1 standard deviation, which is very bullish because it shows the bulls is holding the price action and keeping it from starting a potential downtrend. Okay, so number one, that's a bullish sign. Number two, anytime my indicators are trending above both their moving averages, okay, in this case my %B, which represents my price action within my Bollinger Bands, it is trending above its 10 and 50 period moving average, which in turn the 10 period has crossed through the 50 period. So right now this is a very bullish momentum. All right, and as you can see here, as the %B began to pull back, it actually found support on that 50 and got a nice little bounce off of it. So I would watch for a crossover, a break above 36 cents. Right now it's sitting at 35 cents. If the price action breaks above 36 cents and holds above it, then that would be a bullish sign that there's a potential breakout in this one. Now if we go big picture to look and see what is currently holding us down, if we zoom out to the weekly, as you can see here, it's been in a sideways consolidation. As you can see, that large volume spike right here, which represented that gap down, that's what we call panic selling. All right, well, all the sellers are selling at one time, trying to get out of Dodge, and then what that does is it normally doesn't leave. Normally when you have all your sellers trying to all exit stock A at one given point in time and you get this large volume spike, what that normally does is it doesn't leave enough, not enough, but it doesn't leave that many sellers on the back end. All right, and normally when that happens, buyers start to come in and pick up shares at that cheap price. All right, so as you can see, it's been in a sideways consolidation for the past 8 weeks, and as you can see, the 10 period moving average is currently coming down. Now the 10 period moving average is sitting at what, 36 cents is what I call. So I would look for, maybe not this week, but going into next week, a break above 36 cents. You break above 36 cents, that's a very bullish short-term sign on the weekly that there's a potential profit in this one to break out and possibly begin working its way back up to fill the gap right here at, what did we say that was at? Right here at 61 cents where it closed prior to gapping down. So definitely keep an eye on ticker Inpx. All right, next I want to talk about drip, which is the inverse of XOP. All right, so as you can see, drip was on this nasty downtrend and it broke above its 10 period simple moving average, which also correlates with the 1 standard deviation Bollinger Band. Tested the middle BB on 2 occasions, broke above that, and now it's holding above it. But as you can see, the Bollinger Bands are beginning to come in and constrict, which means that drip is consolidating in this price range of about $6.33 to $7.13, both where your 1 standard deviation BBs at. Okay, so drip is consolidating within that price range. So with that being said, it's going to break out here to the upside or the downside. Now, one thing that plays a major part on which direction drip breaks out is XOP, the ETF XOP. All right, now XOP is the oil and gas exploration and production ETF. Okay, so the big thing, as you can see here, it had this consolidation here. Then some news came out which helped XOP gap up and then go on another bullish run up to $44.67. Now, one thing to pay attention to is when it made that run up to $44.67. Let's do some editing on this chart. Hold on one second. When it made this run up to $44.67, as you look down on this line parallel, that volume was very low, right? So it wasn't very convincing. It wasn't very convincing of that high. It didn't show a lot of buying power behind that push to the upside like that, right? Which shows there wasn't a lot of interest in that price range. So that run could have possibly, it shows that it was very overextended. All right, and just like I said on Inpx, you know, when my indicators are trending above both its moving averages, then that shows that it is very bullish, especially when it's hitting those moving averages that support and bouncing off of them. If you look at my %B for ticker XOP, all right, as you can see, it is trending below both its moving averages. And with it trending below both its moving averages, it's also getting rejected by that 10-period moving average every time it tries to come up. All right, so this is very, very bearish signs. All right, now one thing to watch for ticker XOP is this line of support. All right, and we have to go out big picture to the weekly to look at this. When you look at ticker XOP, well, ETF XOP, it went on this bullish uptrend, and now it is currently holding on top of its one standard BB and the 10-period moving average, which I tell you all the time, they move parallel. The one standard Bollinger Band always acts as the 10-period moving average anytime the stock is trending. All right, so as you can see, it's trending. Your 10-period moving average lines up with the one standard BB. All right, again, the stock began trending. The 10-period moving average lined up with the 1 BB. Even on the downtrend, it started going on a downtrend. Your 10-period moving average lined up with the 1 BB. All right, so what's holding ETF XOP up is the 10-period moving average and the one standard BB, which you can see is sitting right at $40.84 and $40.43. So I'm just going to say, for rounding out purposes, $40 is a very key support level for XOP. If XOP breaks $40, all right, if it breaks that line of support, then there is no line of support to catch ETF XOP. And the next line of support is sitting right here at $37, which is the middle Bollinger Band. All right, so if that $40 breaks, it's going to fall all the way back down to $37, which is a very bullish, not very bullish, but a very bearish move as far as XOP goes. Now, if XOP does break that $40 line of support, then that would also show why ETF DRIP is consolidating right here in the $6.26 range, $6.26 range to the $7.30 range, because it looks like it's about to break out soon. And as you can see, the %B is trending above both its moving average, which shows that the momentum is bullish and that there's a potential breakout to the upside. Now, and if that breaks out to the upside, then we have to look out on the weekly big picture on DRIP to where it could potentially break out to. All right, now again, its overhead resistance is right here where the one standard BB and the 10-period moving average is lining up at, which is right at $7.35 and $7.93. All right, so we'll just say, for numbers, rounding it out, $8. All right, so if XOP breaks its support at $40, then DRIP has the potential to break through that $8 resistance and push up into its middle BB right around $10.94 to $11. All right, so with that being said, if you were looking to make an entry in ETF DRIP, then I would try to play it in the low $6 range to the mid $6.50. All right, but it looks like anywhere from $6.20 to $6.50 would be a good entry with a stop loss somewhere right under there. Wherever you choose to put your stop loss, I'm not going to tell you where to put your stop loss, but there's a potential in this play to make a little over 40% if XOP fails that $40 support and it runs. If it fails that $40 support, then that would allow ETF DRIP to run from the low sixes all the way up to possibly $11, which is definitely a way over 50 to 60% return. Okay, and then I would definitely look to lock in some quick potential profit right in that area as far as ticker DRIP goes. And then I'm pretty sure ETF XOP will make a bullish bounce off that middle BB and try to reattempt those highs on a bigger time frame as far as the weekly, which will pull the inverse ETF DRIP back down to that $7-8 range maybe. But I'll definitely keep an eye on those. All right, but again, man, TTMTrades, if you learned anything at all, hit that subscribe button. As far as the YouTube channel, if you got a StockTwits account, make sure you hit that follow button on the StockTwits account. This is why I call out a lot of my plays, man, for my followers. And then again, if you want direct access to me, hit me up in our Discord chat. Like I said, it's free. We're not charging anything of that nature. It's a bunch of traders, both experienced and amateur new traders, working together, making money together, helping one another. If somebody makes a call out in the chat room and they're a new trader and they're learning, we'll simply tell them what we see wrong with the call out and what type of things they should be looking for. All right, but again, hey, the Discord chat link is down at the bottom. All right, if you're trying to get access to the Discord chat room. But again, man, TTM Trades, let's continue making money together. We are making big time call outs again. Ticker Atnm, 67% return. Ticker Ardm, a 30% return. And I don't even think this one is done, because the overhead resistance I see for this one is right around $2.40 to $2.50. Mark my word, I think ticker Ardm is going to run up to $2.40 to $2.50. All right, and then when it does, I'm gonna go back and reflect on this video. All right, and then again, ticker SN for a 39 to 40% return from the call back on May 31st. All right, so again, man, look, when I make my calls, I print screen them and I post them. Okay, I'm not out here faking, trying to make it seem like I'm one of the greats. I'm just obsessed with the stock charts. I love trading, and I love making great calls and seeing people make money. All right, but again, I'm all for you learning too. So if you want direct access to me again, and you want to learn my trading style and other people trading styles within the chat room, again, hit that Discord link at the bottom, join it. We'll be glad to have you, and we can continue making money together. Until next time, TTM Trades, I'm out.
Houston, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.